Welcome everybody. We are live both on TikTok and Instagram. The purpose of today's live is to do a free little mini lash class. We're gonna start seeing that on Thursdays. I'm gonna come on here and you get to ask questions directly to me. It can be about anything beauty related. It can be about business. It can be about something you're struggling currently with your clients. I will be doing an announcement about something really exciting that I personally have been working on, and I'm excited to share with you. But we're gonna go ahead and take some questions first. We have one in the queue already over from TikTok from Miss Kiara, and I want everybody to pay attention because if you don't know what she's talking about right now, you're already behind. Let me tell you right now. She's asking about M curls and J. Did you say M or J? She said J and M curl. Okay. So J and M curls right now are hot. They're being used by a lot of artists, but they can be tricky, right? Because what do we do with them since they're so new to us, and how not to mess them up? Okay, so that's the question she's asking because she wants to try them out, but she's like being cautious about it. Let me tell you in my own experience of what I have seen so far. So I've been on an M curl kick where like I want to do M curl on everybody. I have an M curl on. Let me get close. You see how it's like flat and it comes like in an angle? Let me show TikTok now. You see that? So I love an M curl or an L curl depending on how flat you want them to be. I love them for a nice lift. I like creating spikes with them. There's gonna be some downfalls to the curl though. So for example, as you know, an L curl or an M curl both have very flat bases. So I'm gonna ask you a question and maybe you can answer before I even tell you. TikTok, Instagram, you're both answering. So if an M curl and a M and L curls have very flat bases, what type of natural lash would you want to avoid? Or what type of natural lash growing pattern would you like to stay away from, giving that you know that both curls have a very flat base? Any answers? Who's gonna be the first to answer? I love doing this. I miss doing this so much because I get to interact with you guys, and this is the best part about it. Okay, Miss Kiara, yes. Let's see. Let's see. You're here. Okay, we have. Okay, everybody, started up. Hypnotic House of Hues says avoid straight or downward. Okay, Miss Lola. So here's the thing. Hear me out. You want to avoid curly lashes. Now let's touch on both because somebody over here says straight or downward, and then two people over here said curly lashes. So let's actually use the board behind us to educate. Let's have a little educational moment. I was doing a bit of self-reflection earlier into my own brand and into all of my projects because, as you know, entrepreneurs, we can never have enough and we want to do everything at once. So I was just writing down a bunch of the things that I need to do. So just as a little tip, get a whiteboard because sometimes things can just get so messy in your brain. You're thinking about A, B, and C, and D, and then all of the things in between. So, okay, here we go. And by the way, Miss Kiara over on TikTok, she shot the first question, but we have more questions coming. If you want your question answered, leave it in the comments right now, and they're gonna go in order. So we are on question 1 right now, so I'm gonna take more questions as I go. If you are a current student or you are enrolled in any of my online programs, you get priority, and I'm gonna answer your question first. Okay, noted. So, and by the way, Instagram girlies, you may wanna go over to TikTok because we're gonna end the live on Instagram here in about 5-10 minutes. We always stay longer on TikTok. Just a heads up, okay? So don't leave us. Go ahead and join on TikTok. Also, TikTok is just funner. It gets funner. We get going. It gets so much people involved, and we talk a lot more shit. Okay, so back to what are we talking about? We're talking about M curl. We're talking about L curl. And it's something like this. And by the way, it depends on the brand, because I have bought, let me fuck this off. I have bought both brands where, oh my God, on Instagram, and that's another downfall of Instagram. Instagram, you're backwards. And sorry, but we don't have a feature on how to reverse that. Oh, pin your TikTok. Fuck. How do I do that? What is my TikTok? It's Black Market Artistry. Do I comment it? Wait, Lola, can you do it for me? And I pin you? Can somebody comment on Instagram my username on over here, and I don't know how to. Okay, so if you have a curly lash, okay, if your lash over here is curly, right? This is your natural lash. You're gonna have difficulty applying a flat base. You're gonna have a space that they're not gonna properly bond. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying it's impossible. It is possible. You can definitely apply it. It's just gonna be a bit harder. So if you come on top, or if you come on the bottom, there's still gonna be some areas that are not gonna be fully covered. Again, all of these things can be, you can maybe apply a corrective placement or a side placement. There you go, a side placement to better bond with that lash. But the chances of it popping off, if you're not knowledgeable enough yet and you're struggling with your application, you may struggle a little bit more, okay? Now, what somebody said about downturned lashes or just straight lashes, you're actually gonna get a lot better application for a flat base curl, because that natural pattern, natural growth of the natural lash is gonna help you so much more. How's that for my comeback? How am I doing? I haven't gone live in like a month now. So that is one of the downfalls, okay? Now, we're gonna go ahead and end it here on Instagram. So everybody on Instagram, actually, I'm gonna give you one more question on Instagram, and then we're gonna go over at TikTok, okay? Now, another thing that I noticed with these curls is when you try to pinch them to create fans, it's a bit tougher. This is my personal experience. I found it different to pinch a flat base than I do a normal curl base that we're usually accustomed to. Also, I prefer to do like spikies, they are beautiful. A 0.10 L curl, amazing. That's actually some of the things that I have on right now. I have 0.07 and 0.10s. I believe I have L curl. I'm not really sure. Maybe an L or an LU curl on myself. I love the lift. I love the spikiness of it. Like I said, for me personally, it was a bit difficult to create, to pinch it. But maybe if you're doing it with a strip or any other volume making technique, it's gonna be easier for you. But that's my experience with L&M curl. Try to avoid doing them on a curly lash, or if you do, approach it with a side application or side bonding, whatever you want to call it. And personally, I like to stick to like a wet set look. I came over here, hell yeah, a wet set look, because to me it just works better. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up Instagram, because it's a lot slower on Instagram. We're gonna have all the questions coming from TikTok, and I'm gonna do a little announcement before I wrap it up on Instagram, but we're gonna continue over here on TikTok. I've been working on something that I'm really excited about. As you know, I have launched an online program that allows anybody in the world to become a certified lash artist, and you have my entire attention, and I teach you step by step everything that you need to do. Now, I have broken down that program into memberships, monthly memberships. Some people were having trouble with payments or just keeping up with the program altogether, and they Actually, I got some feedback from students, and we have a membership available now. So it's in the beta testing era right now. Just go ahead and explore my links. There is a new option for a membership, and there is a smaller online lash artistry blueprint program where, again, if you want to get certified, I'm trying to work with you. So you're going to hear more about that as you see more of my timeline. But for now, I'm going to wrap it up here. Instagram, I'm going to go over to TikTok. We're going to have questions coming. I'll see you next time.